Hello YouTube. Today I'll be doing a video on how to build a custom computer. You'll need a few things. You'll need your parts, so that's your RAM, your CPU, graphics card if you've got one. At the minute I haven't got one unfortunately, but that'll be in a video to come when I get one. Secondly, you'll want to ground yourself. You can do this by touching a power supply that is plugged in but not turned on. It can be turned on, but it doesn't matter, it just as long as it's plugged in. And then you want to set yourself some time to be able to do it because you don't want to rush it. And that is about it. Okay, so I'm going to insert the RAM first. You can do it whichever way you like, but I'm going to start off with the RAM because why not? So I've got 2 sticks of 4 gig Corsair Vengeance RAM, 1600 MHz, that's an 8 gig kit. So what you want to do is you want to go to your motherboard and open the 2 slots that you're going to insert the RAM into. Now you want to get it lined up nicely, put it in, and then you're going to want to apply even pressure to either side until you hear it click in, and just make sure, give it a tiny little wiggle to make sure it's not loose. Then you want to do the same with the other one. Now, with dual channel memory, you want to populate the 2 colour coded slots. So on this motherboard, you fill the 2 orange slots first because they're slot 1 and 2, and that's 3 and 4, the 2 black ones. So that's the RAM in. Now you're going to want to get your CPU out, the little packet. Okay, there we go. Now that's the i5 4670K. You probably won't be able to read the writing, but there's the 1150 pins on the bottom. So you're going to want to push this little arm downwards and move it to the right, and then lift it up, and then this will open up. Then there is a little golden triangle in the corner of the CPU. Camera focus. Pull it away a little bit. Okay, you might be able to see it. It's just a little golden triangle. And then there is a triangle on the socket itself that you probably cannot see, but you can line it up with the 2 notches on the either side. You just want to drop that in there gently, and then give it a little wiggle to be sure that it's secure. So you want to pop this black cover out, this one here, just to protect the pins in the CPU, and then push it down. Reasonable amount of pressure required, and that's in. When you put the CPU in itself, before you lower the bracket, you don't want to put any pressure onto it at all. You just want to drop it in gently, give it a little wiggle, but don't push down on it. Okay, then you get your Intel stock heatsink, or aftermarket if you want, and you want to remove the fan cable. Well, move it away anyway, and then just hold it in your hand and line it up with the holes on the motherboard around the socket, and then on opposing sides, on the corners, you want to push it in and you'll hear a click. It doesn't require much effort at all, that one, and that's solidly in. You can lift it up by it, and that's fine. So that's that in. Then you want to take the fan cable and plug it into the system fan header in the top. At this motherboard it's the white one. The one on the other side is the optional fan header, and that can be used for water cooling pumps. That's mainly it. Or if your CPU heatsink has multiple fans, then that can be used for that. There we go. And you can just move your cable to the side a little bit. There we go. Just down there, that's nice. Or you can just sit on top. There we go. Now, I'm going to grab your hard drive. This is a 320 gig Samsung drive, 2.5 inch, 7200 RPM. Grab your SATA cable. Plug it into that. It's just a little thing. You plug it in just like that. And then you want to stick the other end, it looks the exact same, and you want to plug it into any one of these 6 slots. Just like I'll choose one of these. Only mild force required for that. There we go. And then you want to grab power supply cables. And I've got a modular power supply, so I'm going to have to grab the individual cables. I should have really done this before. Been prepared. Yeah, but so here's your 24-pin motherboard connector. You want to plug that in there. There you go, it's a tiny little click, it's a deep click, and then that's that. Okay, then you want to grab your motherboard 8-pin. This has an 8 and a 4, but you can just use the 8 if you don't have a 4, but I have an adapter for a 4-pin, which I'll get in a minute. That just plugs in at the top. Sorry if my hand is in the way, I believe it probably is. Okay, okay, that's that. Just give it a little tiny tug, make sure it's not loose. And then you grab, in my case anyway, I'm gonna grab my Molex to 4-pin. Unfortunately it's not sleeved, but it was only 23p, and I've got to admit that's a good price. That's about 50 cents in US currency. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my Molex harness, just plug that into there. Oh, wrong end. What a, wasn't even a Molex connector. Here's the Molex connector. Never mind. That's a bit stiff, but there we go. And then we can, sorry, I'm just really in the way now. Just have to, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. And now you plug your CPU in. You plug your Molex in. And your 24-pin in. And there we go. I'm not going to turn it on, but I know I've missed the SATA power cable too, but there's a few wires in that box and I can't find one. Okay, so there we go. If you want, I don't have a case for this yet, but I'll be getting one shortly. This has been Marcus from Marcus Tech Tips. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Goodbye.